Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my February beauty empties, and there really is only a handful of items here to share with you guys. And so this video is definitely going to be very brief. I know that February is the shortest month of the year. However, I can't even believe how few items I actually ended up finishing up. But I am filming this at the very beginning of March, and I'm already on track to finishing up lots of items for March, I think. So I'm super excited for that. Let's just hop into the beauty empties for February. So starting with makeup, the first item I finished up in my 9 in 2019 Project Pan, and it is the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade OG Lolita. You guys know I finished this up pretty close to the beginning of the month actually, and I went through this very quickly because it is a very creamy, very smooth formula. So I would wear this actually oftentimes just as a lipstick on its own, and so you use quite a bit of product doing it that way. And it was super easy to like touch up and really just easy to wear with so many different lip products as well. Most often I would wear it with a lip gloss or like a more sheer creamy kind of lipstick. And I actually finished up another lip oil by using it in combination with that one, with the lip liner. This is an e.l.f. tinted lip oil, I believe, in the shade Nude Kiss. And as you can see, it's like completely used up, completely empty. I scraped every last bit of this that I possibly could reach with the wand out because this is such a nice, super comfortable, easy to wear formula. I absolutely love this. I will definitely consider picking this up in the future. Actually, probably will get another one quite soon because it's so nourishing and so comfortable and so easy to just like slap on the lips, and they look really smooth and plump and juicy, and it's so easy. It's not thick or greasy feeling. It just is very smooth and comfortable. So really happy to have been using this so much over the winter months, and yeah, definitely recommend it because it's only a couple bucks and it is a really nice formula. Whereas the lip liner, I personally wouldn't repurchase this, not only because it went by pretty quickly, but I really love the Bite Beauty lip formula, their lip pencil formula. It's so nice and smooth, and I just tend to prefer that one over this one. This next item I actually didn't totally finish up, but I wanted to mention it here. This is the NYX Glitter Primer, and unfortunately several months ago mine completely busted. Like the nozzle kind of broke right into the cap, and the product ended up mostly drying out. So I depotted it into like an old, I don't know, like travel kind of bottle, and the product is now completely unusable. It's like a rubbery, putty kind of texture, and so I have to declutter this from my collection, which is so disappointing because as you can see, there still is a fair amount of product, especially considering this is a primer. This would last quite some time, and that's just so disappointing because of the packaging flaw. So because this is a thicker formula primer, this neck is just way too thin and way too fragile to contain this type of product, and it's really disappointing that I ended up actually wasting so much product because of the packaging. So if you guys have a suggestion for a really good glitter primer, let me know. However, I do have actually the e.l.f. one. It's just not quite as sticky or tacky as this. The e.l.f. one is just definitely just more like a traditional eyeshadow primer. At least on my first impressions, I've only used it maybe 2 or 3 times so far. But I'm just really disappointed about this. So I wanted to see if any of you guys have had this kind of experience with this product, or yeah, just wanted to hear your thoughts really on suggestions as well. Finished up a little mini of the Saint fragrance, also by Kat Von D, and I've had this kicking around for well over a year at this point. I really do like this fragrance though. It's really fresh and sweet. So it is a little bit more sweet than what I typically do prefer, but I just love that it kind of has that like fresh and light kind of scent to it. However, not really interested in repurchasing it. I haven't decided totally how I feel about Kat Von D as a brand. I know how I feel about Kat Von D as a person, but as a brand, I'm still kind of just like on the fence. So I haven't made any purchases from them for quite some time. Just, I don't know, it kind of just rubs me the wrong way. So yeah, not gonna be purchasing this in a larger size. However, I really did enjoy it while I had it. As for skincare, I finished up the Juice Beauty Blemish Clearing Solution. I've had this in my collection for well over a year now. I bought it for myself for my birthday back in 2017, and I just finished it up this past month because this is something that I don't use every single day or night, but I just use it when I'm having like really more severe cystic acne, especially along like my jawline. And I'll use this underneath of my moisturizer at nighttime just to really lock it in place and to hopefully treat it overnight. And I do find that this really does help to clear those really painful kind of breakouts, especially because they get so painful here where there's like not as much like fat on my face. They get very, very painful and uncomfortable. So this is really good for that. And I would actually consider repurchasing this. However, I did get one from Influencer back in the very end of 2018. So I've just opened that new bottle up and I'm so excited to have another one on hand. And yeah, I do definitely highly suggest this, especially if you do get like really painful breakouts. This is really nice because it doesn't tend to dry them out, but it definitely does help with the painfulness, and it definitely does help to subside breakouts. And my very last empty for the month, I told you guys this was a very brief video. This is the Miss Meyer's Clean Day hand soap in the Basil scent. I love this scent. It's so fresh, it's so delicious, and I absolutely love this. Have repurchased. I think I'm going to just like continuously repurchase this hand soap. We always have one in both of our bathrooms, and yeah, I just don't see that changing anytime soon. So yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful scent. I highly recommend it. And yeah, actually that's everything for today's video. This is such a short empties video, but I wanted to keep myself on track of doing these every single month, even if I only had a couple things to share, because by next month, I feel like I'll be like so overwhelmed with the amount of empties that I have that I end up having to kind of split it into 2 videos potentially anyways. Like, no guarantees, but just based on what I've done so far in the beginning of March and what I'm seeing my collection kind of looking like, I have a feeling that March is going to be a little bit more substantial when it comes to empties. So I hope that you guys are excited for that. I hope that you enjoyed watching today's video. And yeah, that's absolutely everything. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.